Yo, what up, world? What up, world? What's good? What's good? What's going on, man? You know what time it is, man. You know what time it is, man. This is Sports Talk with Pops, and I'm your man, Pops. And you know what time it is. Another segment, baby. Back like I never left. Told you, man, I'm going to try to keep up with you this round while I got it going on. Got a little bit of breathing time. Again, hope all is well. Hope everything is well. You know, with the NFL, we just did the wrap up with the playoffs right now. Whew. Um, Super Bowl is February the 8th, which is a Sunday. We got my anniversary. You know, baby, love you. Happy early anniversary, you know what I'm saying? But, man, back to the topic at hand. Man, right now, we're going to talk about a couple of these coaches that done got knocked off and where you think they might should go or where, you know, they already headed to. You know, one of the first ones I'm gonna put on my list is gonna be that John Harbaugh from Baltimore. He done got let go. You know what I'm saying? Good coach though. Good coach though. But I guess you know sometimes it be time for change. But so far, for me talking to you today, from what I understand, I think the Giants done signed him, and I think the Giants is heavily interested for him. So he didn't. It didn't take long for him. So looks like John Harbaugh is gonna be the coach for the Giants. You know, I don't have the details for you right now as to actually what the deal is going to be, because I don't even know if it's even 100% solidified. But for me talking to you right now, John Harbaugh should be getting ready to be the coach for the Giants. Then we had this Jonathan Gannon from Arizona, the head coach from Arizona. Looks like they let him go too. You know what I'm saying? Arizona had a pretty not so good year. You know what I'm saying? Don't really know what's going on. Might just need to be some time for changes. But my defensive coach, Salai, they was heavily interested with him, and I think he done already took a meeting with them. So again, don't be surprised if Salai be the head coach of the Arizona Cardinals this year coming up. So again, ain't nothing solidified. Once I get it, I'm giving it to you as I'm seeing it as it's covered the law. But that as of right now, they just talking to him. Ain't nothing solidified that he me talking. I'm saying he probably going to be the coach there because he is a definitely good defensive coach. He deserves to be a coach somewhere. Pete Carroll, he only had 1 year with the Raiders. They done, hey, get your ass back in the house. They done did that with him. I don't think nobody talking to him right now. Then you had this Kevin Stefanski from Miami. Looks like with me talking to you, looks like Atlanta done been talking to him, and he's possibly going to be the head coach for the Atlanta Falcons. The old Miami coach look like old look like old Puerto Rican Cuban drug dealer right now. Say hello to my little friend. He's like one of them dudes. Hey, then you had, of course, Raheem Morris from Atlanta. They let him go. So if that was the case, that's where he gonna be going for that spot. Then looks like I seen this. I'm not sure. Again, I'm just giving to you when I see it. It looked like Sean McDermott was fired from the Bills. It looked like they letting him go. If he was, I ain't surprised. But again, that's something I gotta check back into. But that's something I ran across my screen today, and I just put it in my little notes. So, hey, if I'm wrong, hey, please forgive me. It's something I seen, and I'm just sharing it just in case. But it looks like they either, if they haven't fired him, looks like the topic has reached the table about them firing him. So we shall see. And the last thing is that Mike Tomlinson, he decided to step down from Pittsburgh. And you know, my son, big shout out to him, big Sluice D, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's a super duper Pittsburgh fan, so you know, me and him in the same boat. His team scored 6, my team scored 6. We couldn't even get a touchdown out our deals out of the playoffs. So, hey, son, I feel you. I all the way feel you. But Mike stepping down, that might be a good thing. You know, just let me fall back for a minute and let maybe somebody else come in and do something different. You know, he had 19 seasons. You know, he got him a Super Bowl out the deal. I think maybe even 2. Well, you know, he got it up out the deal. You know, he's a good coach, but sometimes, especially with the newbies coming in, change might be inevitable. Sometimes you can't coach people the same way. A different method has to be applied, and it has to be the change come in. So maybe that's a good move on his part. Decide, let me step back. You know what I'm saying? Don't even put me in no position where you're gonna say, "Oh, well, we're gonna let you go." So then let me just step back for my contract over with, man, and I might stick my head in from time to time and give my little insight and my input, but I won't be the head coach. We'll let somebody else deal with that. So it might be a good move because as you see, the teams who you ain't thinking gonna be in there, like Jacksonville, you definitely gonna see them running back up in there. All these little teams that could have just about made it, like I said, even the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys let their coach go too. I ain't 100% sure, but I think the Cowboys let their coach go too. But everybody has their point where they have to rebuild. And sometimes it got to start with that coach. Sometimes that got to be the starting of it, and then you can go around that because the coach might have a different vision than this coach. Everybody thinks differently. Everybody does things differently. That's why you got so many different teams, so many different people in this world. So sometimes you got to have something different to change up the culture of what you got going on, because you might have some real good players, but something just ain't making it gel. And sometimes it could be the coach. It could be the coach. Sometimes it's the players with egos and all that other stuff, but sometimes it's the coach, and sometimes you got to, especially if I done gave you over 10 years to do it, and we ain't really getting no further than what it was when you first came through the door. Yeah, bro, I got to do something different right now. This ain't working. You know what I'm saying? I want to get to the big dance, you know what I'm saying? Especially with my squad, this year would have been perfect because we hosting it. But injuries, and even on my time, the same way you get changed up, same way the players get changed up, coaches get changed up too. And then you got to go with who you going to get. Because now it's going to be a whole bunch of coaches, like it's going to be a whole bunch of players that you ain't never heard of before. At least for me in my era, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's finna be new in this next generation that I'm getting ready to go into. I got to figure all these little jitterbugs out and see who going to be who. Like I said, the Tom Brady's, they gone. The Mike Vicks, they gone. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be long for Lamar. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna be long for them. There's a lot of newbies up in here, but again, man, what you think about this coach situation? And then for these ones who let them go, who you gonna go get? Who is you really gonna go get? Like I said, for me out here, I got to do research on these people because everybody's so new. Everybody's so new. So with all these new people out here, who you actually gonna go get? Boy, I can't wait to see it. Man, the offseason gonna be jumping. I hope everybody get whoever they want and get what they need, because I definitely need my squad to get back in tune. But man, thank y'all for tuning in. That's all I got for the coaches that done been fired so far. Y'all might know a little bit more than me. You know what I'm saying? But whatever y'all know that I don't know, hey, correct me if I'm wrong. But hey, these ones here I got so far, these are the ones that got knocked off. But as you see, some people need coaches, and they going to go ahead and snatch up whoever around. Maybe flipping around to another team might help. I know, but we shall see. But man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. Hit that like, comment, subscribe, share button for me, man. Love each and every one of y'all. Man, y'all be safe out there. Sports Talk with Pops, and I'm your man Pops, you heard me?